Welcome back. Our guest for today is Mr. Sami Moukaddem, who will speak about many political issues circulating on social media. Hello and welcome, Mr. Moukaddem, to Underground.
I am afraid you are asking the wrong person. Mr. Moukaddem is a colleague of mine. You invited Azizi bin Habeebi. Am I in the wrong place?
Okay, so sorry, Mr. Azizi bin Habeebi, let's take a look at one videos that you created on YouTube and then we'll be back with you.
Yes, be back with me, please.
I oscillate between diminishing pride and self-loathing. The achievements of my grandfathers crumbling day by day. One piece falls under the weight of another Western intervention. It breaks into two brothers who are supplied with arms, and now they are shooting each other's differences with full conviction. And another piece follows. And they ask me, Azizi, where do you come from? Am I Palestinian, still losing land after more than 70 years of ethnic cleansing? Am I an Iraqi born into depleted uranium? Am I a Syrian burning between two fires? A Lebanese, an Egyptian? I'm all of them. I'm Arabi. I am all of me. And they still ask me, Azizi, what is your religion? No, I am not played in this game. I'm tired of being somebody's chess piece. I'm getting off the board. And they still ask me, Azizi, why do you hate America? Why do you hate the world? Enough with questions that reduce our visions to kindergarten levels. Look, Kulthum is as much my mother as Jimi Hendrix is my father. Led Zeppelin, my uncles. Alice Walker, my aunt. Saul Williams, my brother. I used to play marbles with Bruce Springsteen and Tom Waits. And I drink from every river that runs through me. Rumi, Fairuz, Kermit, Lao Tzu. But you know, I'll still shine a light on US and European foreign policies. Policies that try to sell their citizens another moral war, and when their public is not buying, they're still paying. Civil liberties in the West, now slowly taken away, and what your grandfathers fought to build is slowly crumbling too. Freedom of speech, choked by the arms of police that bring fascism into fashion more and more every day. George Orwell's 1984 is yesterday's tomorrow today.
Now I'm confused which one to use for you. Is it Sami or Azizi bin Habeebi?
Sami is my colleague. He created a film on documentary on Palestine, and he convinced me to come to Ireland and make music videos. So I know him for about 30 years now. I used to teach him guitar. So I am Azizi bin Habeebi. So go ahead, please.
Okay, so what can you tell us about him or about you, Azizi bin Habeebi? About yourself. What about your character?
What character? What do you mean character? What do you need to know?
I need to know, why did you create this character and why are you using it in your YouTube videos?
Oh, there's a big problem here. I was born myself. Look, First of all, I refuse to say what Arabic country I come from because I don't want be cornered into choosing one Arab country over another. I refuse the colonization of the Arabic world. So I normally do not say what Arabic country I come from. The second point is that I don't disclose the religion of my family that I was born into, because unfortunately, we Arabs have been falling into, again, being divided and conquered by outside forces. You know, in Islam 20 or 30 years ago, there wasn't a big problem between Sunni and Shia, but now we're being played about.
Actually, Azizi, in your video, you raised the question of the identities, and the title of the video that we've just seen is I Am an Arab. So yes. Why did you raise this issue?
Because we're being divided about it. This is why I'm raising it. I'm raising it because to raise awareness for the Arabic people to look and see how we're being played, one country versus another, or one religion versus another, or in the same religion we're being divided now. So,
but is this what we're doing to each other, or some other parts are contributes to this?
Well, the Arabic region for the last 100 years at least has been subject to the interest of the bigger imperial forces in the world. But this is not a new story. You know, the history of humanity has been an exhibition of one group trying to control another for resources, for material gains, and this we're falling into that. Yes, I think the idea of divide and conquer is not new, but we're falling into it, and then we do it to each other.
Okay, now if you give us a description to the work that you do you call this activism, or what exactly?
I am trying to bring a bit of spirituality and humanity to politics. When I am in the Arabic world, I see a lot of tension, and I see a lot of sometimes very passionate reactions, and I'm trying to slow it down a little bit and say to people, look, you want to identify yourself with one group or another, make sure that you're not hurting yourself or hurting somebody else in the process. If you want to call yourself belonging to one group, just make sure you're not being played. This is my message.
So you're addressing the Arab people mainly, but now what about, did you do something in order to avoid the blackout that the mainstream media does on such topics?
I'm not addressing only the Arabic people, I'm addressing both. I'm addressing what we Arabs do to each other, and I'm also addressing the stereotyping of Arabs in the West. In the Western mainstream media for more than 100 years now, from the birth of history of cinema to on a small level to now on a larger scale, we're being stereotyped, and I'm trying to break through the stereotype. Now, it has become easier in the last 5 years since the economic crisis in the West. Western people, both American and Europeans, are beginning to question what democracy is. And they're beginning to question, look, if we have a democracy, how come the banks got away with all this level of corruption? So it's becoming easier for me as an Arab to break through the previous stereotyping and say, look, we are both being played. Somebody is trying to convince you that we are different from you and that it's okay to bomb us. But this has been changing for the last 10 years since America's invasion of Iraq. Only about a month ago, America wanted to bomb Syria, and only about 8 to 9% of Americans and British people have supported this. So this is a huge shift. Now, this is happening organically, and I guess I am being part of both Arabic citizen society and American European citizens who are trying to break from their mainstream and connect with each other.
In one of your videos, we've seen that you tackled Palestine. What do you say about Palestine in your videos?
Well, I'm trying to bring out the basic facts that which Western mainstream media again has been confusing the very basic facts that Palestinians are disempowered and they're losing land. In the last 20 years, this whole idea that there's a peace process is a lie, because Palestinians have been continuing to lose land. And I'm doing it on several levels. I am trying to challenge the very basic facts and also try to creatively resist. Like, can you see this? This is a Palestinian, this is a guitar where I took it to a friend of mine in Dublin and had it painted. So it's all about cultural resistance, trying to bring some humanity to the topic.
Cool. Okay, my last question to you is, what are your future plans?
Well, I'm going to go to town, get an ice cream later, and then when I feel more refreshed, I'll go back to doing the same work, which is try to bring some spirituality, some humanity to some very ugly topics that people either get very angry and lose their sanity, or to people who don't really care and would like a fresh approach to get them interested.
Sure. We think that you are a phenomenon, since you use humor in order to deliver very serious issues worldwide.
Well, I suppose I'm trying to use humor in a compassionate way. I'm trying to make sure that I am not belittling, I'm not ridiculing the issues, but to say, I guess one of the hardest things for Arabs, you know, is for us when we are in pain from all this, you know, take the Palestinian issue. When you are oppressed to that level and on a daily level, you feel silenced. And I think one of the best form of resistance is to rise above it and say, hey, you may crush my bones, but you haven't crushed my spirit yet.
Okay, so hope you don't get hurt in this message that you're trying to deliver.
I'm getting up.
Okay, so Mr. Azizi bin Habeebi or Sami Moukaddem, thank you.
I told you.
Okay, Mr. Azizi bin Habeebi, thank you so much for joining us on Underground today. Our pleasure.
Thank you.